The wind howled like a wounded animal as 12-year-old Aaron huddled against the jagged rocks. His thin jacket no match for the biting cold of the Colorado Rockies. His stepmother, Elaine, had driven him up the winding mountain roads under the pretense of a family hike, only to shove him out of the car with a backpack of meager supplies and drive away without a backward glance. "You're not my son anymore," she had spat, her eyes filled with disgust after discovering his secret crush on a boy from school. Proof, in her mind, of an unforgivable flaw. Aaron's teeth chattered as he stumbled through the snow, his small frame sinking into drifts that swallowed his legs up to the knees. Panic clawed at his chest. He was alone in a frozen wilderness, miles from the nearest town. The sun dipped low, casting long shadows that seemed to mock his desperation. He remembered the fight that morning, his father's absence on a business trip, Elaine's rage when she found his hidden diary. "This family doesn't need your kind," she had yelled, her voice echoing in the empty house. Aaron had begged, tears streaming down his face, but she bundled him into the car anyway, her silence during the drive more terrifying than any words. As night fell, Aaron found a shallow cave, curling into a ball to conserve warmth. His mind raced with questions. Why did being gay make him unworthy? His real mother had died when he was 5, and his father remarried Elaine, hoping for a stable home. But stability shattered under her homophobic beliefs, rooted in her strict religious upbringing. Aaron whispered prayers, not to her God, but to anyone who might listen. Hours blurred into a haze of hypothermia setting in, his fingers numb, vision blurring. Just as hope faded, distant voices pierced the darkness. Search and rescue teams, alerted by a passerby who saw Elaine's car speeding down the mountain without the boy. Rescued and hypothermic, Aaron was rushed to a hospital in Denver. Doctors marveled at his survival. Another hour and he might not have made it. Child services swooped in, removing him from his home after he recounted the abandonment. His father, Tom, returned shocked and devastated, but Elaine denied everything, claiming Aaron ran away. The courts didn't buy it. Evidence of her texts planning the lesson sealed her fate. She faced charges of child endangerment, but with a good lawyer, she got probation and community service, while Tom divorced her, gaining full custody. Aaron's life shifted to therapy sessions and a new school, where whispers followed him, the kid abandoned for being gay. He internalized the shame, vowing to hide his true self. But as years passed, the trauma festered, turning into quiet rage. High school brought tentative friendships, but trust was scarce. At 16, he met Jordan in art class, a confident boy with a sketchbook full of vibrant drawings. Jordan's easy smile and shared love for painting cracked Aaron's walls. Their friendship deepened over late-night talks about dreams and fears. One evening, under the stars at a school campout, Jordan confessed his feelings. "I like you, Aaron, more than friends." Aaron's heart pounded. Memories of Elaine's rejection flooded back. But Jordan's kindness was a balm, and they shared a hesitant kiss, marking the start of something real. Society's gaze weighed heavy. Bullying at school, judgmental stares from adults. Aaron's father supported him quietly, but the world wasn't always kind. Coming out meant navigating a minefield of prejudice, especially in their conservative suburb. Conflicts arose. Jordan's family was accepting, but Aaron battled internalized homophobia, pushing Jordan away during low moments. "What if I'm broken?" Aaron would ask, echoing Elaine's words. Jordan held him through the storms, teaching him self-worth. They attended pride events in the city, finding community amid the rainbows. Yet, news of anti-LGBT bills in other states reminded them of fragility. Aaron channeled his pain into advocacy, volunteering at a youth shelter for queer kids. By college, Aaron and Jordan moved to Boulder, studying environmental science and graphic design. Their relationship blossomed, shared hikes, cozy nights debating politics. But Elaine lingered in Aaron's mind. He learned she remarried, living comfortably in Aspen, never apologizing. Rumors reached him. She volunteered at church, preaching family values, while ignoring her past sin. Anger simmered. Why did she escape unscathed while he rebuilt from scraps? A pivotal moment came during a family therapy session with his father. Tom admitted his regret for not seeing Elaine's toxicity sooner. "I failed you, son." Tears flowed, forging deeper bonds. Inspired, Aaron decided to confront her. Not for revenge, but closure. Jordan supported him, warning of the emotional toll. "You don't owe her anything," he said. But Aaron needed to face the ghost. Planning the trip, Aaron's resolve hardened. Society's debates on forgiveness versus accountability mirrored his turmoil. Was abandoning a child ever justifiable? The drive to Aspen echoed the fateful 1 year ago. But now Aaron was 25, strong and loved. The Aspen streets gleamed under fresh snow, a picturesque facade hiding deeper fractures. Aaron parked outside Elaine's upscale home, heart racing as he approached the door. Jordan waited in the car, a silent pillar of support. Knocking, Aaron steeled himself. The woman who answered looked older, lines etching her face, but her eyes widened in recognition. "Aaron?" she whispered, stepping back as if seeing a specter. He didn't wait for invitation, stepping inside the warm foyer adorned with religious icons. "We need to talk," he said flatly. Elaine composed herself, leading him to the living room where her new husband, a mild-mannered man named Richard, eyed them curiously. She offered coffee, but Aaron declined, launching into the reason for his visit. "You left me to die because I'm gay." "Why?" Elaine's face paled, glancing at Richard. "That was a long time ago. I've changed." But her deflection ignited Aaron's fury. He recounted the terror, the cold, the loneliness, the years of therapy. "You called it a lesson. What did I learn? That love can be conditional?" Richard shifted uncomfortably, unaware of the full story. Elaine tearfully admitted her fear, influenced by her church's teachings that homosexuality was a sin. "I thought I could fix you," she sobbed. The conversation unraveled layers of societal conflict. Elaine defended her actions as tough love, a phrase Aaron dismantled. Abandonment isn't love, it's hate. He spoke of the broader issues: conversion therapy bans, rising hate crimes against LGBTQ youth. Richard interjected, supporting Aaron, revealing his own gay nephew. This cracked Elaine's facade. She confessed lingering guilt, attending therapy herself. As emotions peaked, Aaron revealed his life, his relationship with Jordan, his advocacy work. "I've built something despite you." Elaine reached for reconciliation, but Aaron hesitated. Forgiveness felt like betrayal to his younger self. Leaving, he felt lighter, but questions lingered. Jordan embraced him outside. "You were brave." Their drive home sparked deeper talks about family. Blood versus chosen. Back in Boulder, life resumed with renewed purpose. Aaron proposed to Jordan during a hike, kneeling on the same trails where he once sought solace. "You've been my anchor." Jordan accepted, tears of joy mixing with laughter. Wedding planning brought joy, but also challenges. Finding inclusive vendors, navigating family dynamics. Tom's pride contrasted Elaine's absence. She sent a card, a tentative olive branch. Society's evolving views offered hope, yet setbacks like judicial rulings against gay rights tested resilience. Aaron joined protests, his story inspiring others. A viral article about his abandonment sparked debates. Was Elaine redeemable? Online forums buzzed with opinions, mirroring Aaron's internal struggle. Personal growth came through therapy, where Aaron explored empathy without absolution. "Hate begets hate," his counselor said, but Aaron countered, "So does unchecked forgiveness." Jordan's unwavering love grounded him, their shared dreams of adopting kids fueling optimism. A turning point arrived when Elaine requested a meeting. In a neutral cafe, she apologized sincerely, no excuses. "I was wrong. You've become a man I'm proud of, from afar." Aaron listened, emotions swirling. He didn't forgive outright, but acknowledged her effort. "It's a start," he said, leaving the door ajar. This nuance fueled public discourse. Aaron's podcast episode on the topic garnered thousands of listens, listeners sharing similar tales of rejection and reconciliation. Years blended into a tapestry of milestones for Aaron and Jordan. Their wedding was intimate, set against Boulder's foothills, surrounded by friends who became family. Vows exchanged under a clear sky promised enduring love amid adversity. Tom's toast celebrated Aaron's strength, a far cry from the fractured home of his youth. Professionally, Aaron thrived as an environmental advocate, leading campaigns against climate change in mountainous regions, ironic given his near-death there. Jordan's graphic design firm specialized in queer-inclusive branding, their collaboration yielding impactful projects. Together, they fostered a home filled with art, laughter, and open discussions about identity. Yet, shadows of the past resurfaced. News of Elaine's illness, a rare cancer, reached Aaron via a mutual acquaintance. Conflicted, he debated visiting. Jordan urged compassion. "It's your choice, but regret is heavy." Society's expectations weighed in. Forgiveness narratives dominated media, often pressuring victims to absolve abusers. Aaron pondered the ethics. Does time heal all, or do some wounds demand boundaries? Driving to Aspen again, Aaron found Elaine frail in her hospital bed. Richard greeted him warmly, stepping out for privacy. "I didn't expect you," she said weakly. Aaron sat, sharing updates on his life, the wedding, career successes. Elaine listened, eyes misty. "I'm sorry for robbing you of childhood innocence." For the first time, Aaron felt pity, not just anger. He spoke of the ripple effects, his advocacy born from pain, helping countless youth. The visit unearthed buried emotions. Elaine revealed her own backstory. Abusive parents enforcing rigid norms, shaping her prejudices. "I perpetuated the cycle," Aaron challenged her. "Breaking it requires action, not just words." She nodded, pledging donations to LGBTQ charities. Skeptical but moved, Aaron left with mixed feelings. Was this genuine change, or fear of mortality? Back home, Jordan held him as he processed. "You gave her a chance, that's strength." Their relationship deepened through such trials, emphasizing communication and empathy. They attended couples counseling, addressing how Aaron's trauma affected intimacy. Not physically, but emotionally. Trust built slowly, fortified by shared vulnerabilities. Community involvement grew. Aaron mentored at-risk queer teens, sharing his story to prevent similar fates. One boy, reminiscent of young Aaron, confided fears of coming out. "What if they hate me?" Aaron replied. "Then you find people who love you as you are." These interactions healed him, turning pain into purpose. A controversial bill in Colorado proposed protections for LGBTQ youth in foster care, sparking heated debates. Aaron testified, his abandonment cited as evidence of needed reforms. Opponents argued parental rights. Supporters championed child safety. Media frenzy ensued, with Elaine publicly supporting the bill in an op-ed, crediting Aaron's influence. This twist divided opinions. Was her redemption arc authentic? Aaron grappled with the publicity, fearing exploitation. Jordan reminded him, "Your truth empowers others." Their bond, tested by external pressures, emerged stronger, a testament to resilient love. As seasons cycled, Aaron and Jordan's life evolved into one of quiet fulfillment, punctuated by advocacy's demands. Adopting a child became their next chapter, navigating the system's biases against same-sex couples. After rigorous evaluations, they welcomed Mia, a spirited 7-year-old with a history of neglect. Parenthood brought joy and challenges. Nights soothing nightmares, days fostering confidence. Mia's curiosity about Aaron's past prompted honest talks. "Why did your stepmom do that?" she asked innocently. Aaron explained simply, "She was scared of differences." This mirrored broader societal shifts. Acceptance grew, but pockets of resistance persisted. School board meetings debated inclusive curricula, with Aaron speaking out, facing hecklers chanting outdated slurs. Elaine's health improved post-treatment, leading to tentative family ties. She visited Boulder, meeting Jordan and Mia cautiously. Interactions were awkward but civil. Elaine's efforts to educate herself on LGBTQ issues impressed Aaron. Yet trust remained fragile. A family dinner turned tense when Elaine slipped into old rhetoric, quickly correcting herself. "I'm learning," she admitted. This dynamic fueled Aaron's reflections on forgiveness's complexity. Society often romanticized it, ignoring the emotional labor on victims. In therapy, he explored boundaries. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting. Jordan supported his pace, their partnership a safe harbor. A major conflict arose when a documentary filmmaker approached Aaron for his story. Intrigued, he agreed but insisted on nuance. No villainizing Elaine entirely, acknowledging her growth. The film, Frozen Out, premiered at festivals, sparking acclaim and controversy. Critics debated, does highlighting redemption excuse abuse? Online trolls targeted Aaron, calling him weak for not seeking harsher justice. Jordan stood by him through backlash, their love a shield. "We're in this together." They escaped to the mountains for respite, hiking trails that once symbolized terror, now reclaimed as places of peace. Elaine's role in the film, interviewed separately, revealed her remorse, but some viewers accused her of performative atonement. Aaron defended the portrayal. "Change is messy." This stance divided his community. Some allies felt he softened the narrative, while others praised the humanity. Personal stakes heightened when Mia faced bullying at school for having two dads. Aaron's advocacy intensified, pushing for anti-bullying policies. Elaine, surprisingly, wrote a letter to the school board in support, her evolution evident. As the film gained traction, Aaron received letters from survivors validating his choices. One wrote, "Your story gave me courage to confront my family. This impact outweighed the noise, reinforcing his path." With the documentary's success, Aaron's voice amplified on national platforms, discussing family rejection and reconciliation. Interviews delved into the gray areas. Abandonment scars, but so does perpetual hate. Jordan, ever his partner, co-authored articles on queer resilience, their synergy inspiring audiences. Mia's growth flourished under their care. She thrived in art classes, echoing Jordan's passion. Family outings to pride parades normalized diversity for her, countering societal undercurrents of bias. Yet, a final confrontation loomed when Elaine requested inclusion in Mia's life. "I want to be a grandmother figure," she pleaded over coffee. Aaron weighed the request, consulting Jordan and his therapist. Pros: potential healing. Cons: risk of repeated hurt. Society's lens complicated it. Narratives favoring redemption pressured him. Ultimately, he allowed supervised visits, setting firm boundaries. Elaine respected them, bonding with Mia over stories of Aaron's childhood, omitting the dark parts. This decision sparked internal peace, but external debates raged. A panel discussion on forgiveness featured Aaron, where opponents argued, "Some acts are unforgivable." He countered, "Forgiveness is personal, not prescriptive." Years later, at Mia's high school graduation, the blended family gathered: Tom, Elaine, Richard, Jordan, and Aaron. Pride swelled as Mia spoke of her dad's influence. Elaine whispered to Aaron, "Thank you for this chance." He nodded, emotions complex but settled. Reflecting on his journey, from abandoned child to empowered man, Aaron marveled at life's twists. Love, in its forms, had redeemed him. Jordan's steadfast romance, Mia's innocent affection, even Elaine's flawed amends. The story's echoes lingered, prompting one to wonder, is forgiveness always a sign of strength, or can holding on to grudges be equally valid?